Hey YouTube, it's Mayor Blasting again. How you doing? We're gonna just talk about technology again. See, back then that's how when people came about like Billy Myers and Bob Lazar, you wasn't really ready for technology. But now you see how technology has really driving this world, and technology will push us forward. It is always good to be more technical, and technology pushing us there. Technology is a good thing. It takes us to a higher realm, or as we become smarter. Back when Bob Lazar came about, he worked at Les Alamos, Area 51, and then he let people know they were working this out on alien spacecraft. They was doing it. That's how engineering it, but that's how looking at it and see could they create some of the stuff here on Earth. Billy Myers, that's how already had a conversation with that's how the Palladians. That's how, and they came from the Palladian system. They get it out from that. We're gonna even take this out. You remember? I'm trying to think of her name. When she said, "Yeah, that's how she spoke to the people from the Veda system." Then they found out to get a star thing that she gave about the Veda system. I'm just saying, during those times, you wasn't ready for technology. You didn't even invent the VCR yet. You were just coming out of the stage of somewhat of the covered wagon. You just had your automobile. You just had a few things made. So how would you really understand technology as you have now? As you move your world further and further into the future, you see that your world is changing. And I keep on stressing, look around up on the houses. You see this solar panels. Look in your home. You have either Optimum, you have Dish, or you have Verizon, but something after you got rid of analog. This was all to move you into a new way of thinking. And even your government said this a new world order, but a new world order was not nothing to harm you, nothing to harm anybody. It was just to move your world into a more higher way of thinking and technology. Technology helped you to reach further into the stars. At one time, you just knew how to blast off a rocket ship, and just how you get it, you would just get it to the moon. Now you have your space station up in outer space. That you're learning more about the space around you. You see your moon, your second planet. That's how that you have. That you're learning a lot about it. That I think is wise that you colonize your moon. That we know that you will. That will be a good thing. Because you're moving further and further into technology. Excuse me, got a little bit of hiccups. But I say to you, technology is driving this world forward. To all my Facebook people out there, you remember I told you I was going to start a YouTube channel. It'll be somewhat of the same. That's how what I talk about Facebook. And that's how a little bit, that's how a little bit political sometimes not. But I like technology. And as it's changing our world. We see we got YouTube, we got Facebook, we got Microsoft, we got Google. We got a host of different technological things that exist today. And behind all these technical things lie jobs. Bob Lazar, one thing will let you know, see, because scientists not around forever. We need young scientists. So we know all the young folks learning will produce more scientists, more learned people. Not just only to work at Los Alamos, but to work in all different facets of technology. Technology is moving us forward. Technology is driving us forward. Technology driving the world forward. That is a good thing. We're learning this out about millions and millions of different things. At one time, you didn't know about those things. You only heard of them. Why you think there's shows that came on like Star Trek, even cartoons like the Jetsons? It was to fix your mind that you could reach there. Okay? And it did help you because now you're a lot more smarter than what you were. You're a lot more intelligent about what you're doing. You get to some of those things. You're a lot more wiser about the future and the future of your planet. Each generation of y'all in this world, of ours, of y'all, will become smarter. That's just a fact of life. Look, I said, look at the generations. You look at this 17 to the 18, the 18 to the 19, the 19 to the 2000s. Just a smarter generation. The further you head into the future, the more smarter you're going to get. Because the 2000 generation working with stuff that you ain't never had back in the 1900s. This has multi-communication devices. They see this how space stations. They see that's how they got solar panels, stuff that you did not have when you was younger. They have Xboxes. They have many different things today. But I said this will make a smarter world. As you become smarter, I will stress upon you about this how nothing is hid from you no more. If you don't want to learn it, that's one thing. Education is change, had changed, will change. Look at the school today, and please do not think it's going to be that way in the next 20 years. Probably not in the next 5 years or 2 years. The school is rapidly changing. Some schools got Chromebooks. Some schools were into this how into having Androids in it. Other schools that's how will have I'm trying to think of what they call it. It is that's how can't think of it now. That's how it's almost like a video, but it's not. That's how that well, I ain't gonna worry about it right here. They will have that's how many different things. And in there, the school is changing rapidly as we speak. YouTube is showing us that they're changing. Look at YouTube. YouTube is pushing further into the future. They're showing you that technology has changed. When we first seen YouTube, YouTube was nothing like it is now. Facebook was nothing like it is now. It's just showing you your world is becoming more technical. And the minds are out there now to produce the things that we think. Your learned book, what you have, I'm going to say your Bible, what you call your Bible, or what you say is your spiritual book. It is written in such a way to help you to understand what is, what was, and what is to come. Now, I know some of you take it, you use it for a lot of different things, but I think if you need to sit down and just really read it as it is, try it. Like JC said, do these things as I done. Practice. See, does it work? And I'll tell you, a lot of it does. It is just to help your mind. Look at the name Billy Mai, but nothing on this planet is hid from you no more. Nothing. If you choose not to learn it, that's you. That's all. That's you. But it ain't hid from you. Technology is not hid from you. Technology moving into the place that it is going to be moved, and I know against the law for you to withhold technology. You can't withhold education. You can't withhold somebody from being smart. You can't withhold somebody trying to hold them back. We will no longer accept it from our government. We want to accept it from our state government. We want to accept it from our county government. We want to accept it from them. We will not accept that. We want to accept you running for office to be that foolish. We want to accept that. We will not accept you running for any public office and to be that ignorant about technology or the sky above your head. We will not accept that because it's just foolishness. We're not going backwards. We're not going to the year 1807. We're going to year 2090 and beyond. And we yes, and reaching the stars. No, you're not alone. That's why I say nothing is hid from you. These are the things that was told to you. These things exist. But now you have the tools. You have the multi-communication device right here, known as your desktop computer. You have a multi-communication device known as your cell phone. You have many other technical things around you that help you learn. You remember when y'all just invented the fax machine. The fax machine haven't been that long around, but then you invented the fax. You could get your copy from one place to another. Boop! Just like that. You could just send your messages via fax, via the internet, via email. We have proven that technology will take you there. Now, people like me, people that like technology, people that use it, people that pay attention to it, people that say, you know what, as a learned man, I tell you this because I'm going to show you this. Recently, doing my own DNA, have it done. DNA to learn about yourself. Learn a little bit about your own background, where you come from in the world. about your own history. That's coming in there with technology. Not all planets and not all races are smarter than the Earth. I'm gonna tell you that. Not all of them. There's a lot of them that are not, and there's more than what you think. I just said, as we know of, there's over 1 billion different races here in the Milky Way with us. 1 billion. Or 1 million, 1 billion. But in other solar systems, there's more. Okay? There's more and more and more. No, you're not alone. You may be a little distant out from each other. There's a reason a little distant. There's a reason for that. If you wasn't, you'll be too busy harming somebody else that their technology had not got as far as yours. You would have been harmed on this planet by other worlds, other entities that are more warlike. But then, I wouldn't really call it more warlike. It's just the way that their world is. You have a little war mentality here, but that's just where you are right now. As you reach towards your second planet, that being your moon. Your moon is a planetary system. It is a sphere, a little smaller than the Earth. You can't house it. It got water on it. And that's how it will help you out to understand about having another world until you move out to the planet Mars. Until you colonize right here in your own little neighborhood, okay? As we call it right here, your own little solar system that you're in, and get used to it and going back and forwards. That's helpful. And your seas beneath you. Don't think all seas are the same, okay? Don't assume because you see an acid ocean that nothing can't live in it. Because it can't live on your planet don't mean it can't live on that planet. Stop that. Stop with that thinking like that. Don't think that way. Do not think like that, because not everything needs to breathe oxygen like you. Not everything needs water as you do. Not everything needs air. Not everything needs that. Some things breathe methane. Some things don't breathe methane. Some things can live in an acid ocean where you can't. Your world is just different. Every world have its similarities and have its differences too. There's similarity. You'll learn. Your holy book says that's how, when it says that's how, what is man? Man is now as one of us. That means he had 5 appendages here. He got 2 eyes, nose, mouth. But then everything can evolve into a higher thing. You die, you evolve. This, you evolve. But as you on your planet, you loop. Back and forth, loop. Everything become part of the created being, what you want to call God, whatever you want to call. Eventually, you'll become part of it after a while. But even though it tells you to work on your mind, your book of Romans, it said renew your mind. I stress upon you to renew your mind. Don't think the planets all around you are uninhabitable. Okay? Because they're not. I mean, that's how with one of your presidents many years ago, I'm trying to think of his name. Can't remember. That's how when Valiant Thor came down for the planet Venus, they just happen to live inside their world. Okay? Don't think everything lives on their world. Don't think that. That is just foolish thinking. Some things live on their world. A bunch do and a bunch don't. Some things that live in an ocean world. Some things live in a world that made out of diamonds. Some things live in a world that made out of steel. Some things live in a world that is made out of more cloud-like. Some things are just more spiritual. Some are not more spiritual. I'm blaming this because this is how you can understand right here. But I said that the name Billy Myers and Bob Lazar. At the time, you did not understand where you at now. What a multi-communication device. Your phone wasn't like that. Your phone was just a regular phone that hung up on the wall. You took your phone off, hello, and now you could not, it was not a recorder. It was not none anything. It was just a regular phone. Invented around the 1800s by Alexander Graham Bell, and then it just evolved into a more pickup piece in this talk. Your TV set has changed. Your communication devices, I'll show you this again. You see that right there. This is just how a communication device known as your desktop. I could bring up the news. I could go into the past, see things from the past as well as the future. See this, see that, see that, see this. It's there for me to view. I stress upon you that nothing is hid from you. Nothing is hid from you no more. Even if you're a person that cannot read, it's there for you with tutorers on YouTube, on Google. They help you. Snapchat, just go through the whole thing. You can find help. If you want to know science, is there for you. You want to know technology, is there for you. You want to know cooking, is there for you. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Thanks to YouTube, thanks to Facebook, thanks to Google, thanks to Microsoft, thanks to Apple, thanks to all the companies that are there to understand technology. Some people are just born ahead of their time too. Yes, it is true. Some people are born ahead of their time. Some people are born years ahead of their time. Nikola Tesla just happened to be born ahead of his time. He was in the 1800s. But now you got to find it out what Tesla said was true. You're looking at today. What Tesla told you exists today. Tesla understood about microwaves. Tesla understood about other worldly bodies. Tesla understood about how to reach other worlds. Now you understanding that, hey, we come as far as we did and you going further than what you ever went. So now you understanding where you was, where you going, and where you going to be. Around me, I put up stuff. Like, yeah, that's how, because I like learning stuff. Right? Any man that likes to learn. You learn, technology will help you to get there. You hear me? Have faith in it. Understand the planets around you. Even if you don't, this technology will help you to get there. You can find billions and billions of different things there. I recommend that you do so. It will help you. I say to all my Facebook fans out there, people I deal with, that's how, play with the technology in your hand. It's getting better and better and better. And he's going to get better. You know the little, now the phone on your arm. Play with it. You're going to be surprised what it can do. Some of you got the Series in your house. Some of you got LTs in your home. Some of you talking to your remote control now. It talks back to you. Some of you could talk to your television. Some of you could talk to your car. That way you couldn't. Some of you that's in Dubai, they got the flying car is up, but it's going to get better. The one in North Texas is going to get better. I'm only telling you that that's how you are an explosion of technology. You who born in the 1900s are at the time no more different than your great-grandparents watching the first plane by the Wright brothers take off. You're no more different than watching, that's how Alexander Graham Bell with the phone, and that's how at the time, I'm trying to think of the queen, that's how Queen Victoria answered a phone call. You're no more different than watching that. You're just at the time watching technology, but you're no more different than they are. And I say, look at your grandchildren. Those who are born in the year 2000, those who are born at the latter years of the 1900s, those who are born like the year 2002, 2000, we see, you see like 1990, 1992, 1990, 1991. Those who are born in the 90s. Born in the 90s. Those who are born in the 90s. Those who are born in the 80s. Alright? Those who are born 1965, been around for a while. They should be at my age, right in their 50s. But those who are born in the latter part of the 1900s have a different mentality in their thinking. Okay? That's how we got here. Those who are born further out than that, different mentality in their thinking. Okay? So, as the world push and push, now that's why I said we will no longer accept politicians, elected officials, so ignorant in office when it comes to technology. I said to my local elected official right here, Phil Ball's office, he is my New York State Senator, he need a technical side to his office. I said to Peter King's office, I said to that's my state assembly person, don't have your office so backwards and so idiotic. You should know about technology and don't be so foolish about it. Have a little knowledge in your head to understand technology. Count with Washington, the technical side to it. Understanding Washington, D.C., understanding the White House. Every country on the planet need a technical office now and pushing towards a higher realm. Because that realm is getting higher and higher. Technology is not going to stop because you yourself say, well, I'm not going to pursue it. It will eventually, you do that to a child, withhold technology, it would have a criminal impact upon you. Technology borders education. Technology borders better food. How we plan our food, how we eat. Technology, that's how it says, we drive better vehicles. We have vehicles that fly. We have electric vehicles. How we heat our homes, how we feed ourselves, how we do that. Technology make food plentiful. Technology cleans your ocean. You want to clean your ocean? You got the technology to do it. You got it there to do it. You know how to do it. You want to clean your air? You know how to clean your air. Yes, you have reached to a point. You know how to clean your air. You know how to make your air more inhabitable for you to breathe. You know how to clean your ocean, that your fish that you eat could have a place to live, that have more fish in the ocean that feeds you. You know how to feed your cattle right, that feeds you. You know how to do that. You know how to plant better food with technology. Technology has brought you there. So not only will it be held criminal for you to withhold technology, it should be. It should be, because technology is a good thing. Nobody should withhold YouTube, not even for school. YouTube is now, not only is it the encyclopedia, it is a history book. It is a dictionary. It is this how watching, a little show, but it's there more than that. Facebook is more than that. Facebook, that's how they get taken on the thing when they looked at the election. But YouTube, Facebook, Microsoft, and many others out there. These, and behind all these things lie real jobs. J-O-B. Now, you wonder why that Google is entering the classroom. Microsoft is entering the classroom. Google is entering the classroom. YouTube is entering the classroom. Because they need a more technical race of people. And that's how Los Alamos, with their scientists that they have, are growing old. They need more scientists. They need younger minds. They need more minds that understand that. NASA going to need those younger minds. Nobody live forever. Nobody's going here forever. On your world, you only live to 1,000. You only live to 100 years. You may live to 120 years, 130. If you take other worlds, some worlds live to 1,000. Some that may live to 300. But nothing lives forever. Nothing lives forever. Nothing. In the vastness of it, nothing. Everything passes away. Everything needs each other. Every cosmos, every universe, everything is connected to each other. All right? And I ask you truly to read your books a little bit more and understand your spiritual book a little bit more, what you call your spiritual book. I just call it a history book about you, about the world, about me, about some things. I know you built a religion around it, you've done this around it, you've done that around it. But, well, this study it, that's how to help you. It is a history book that helps you, teach you about, that's how the global expansion and the universe, teach you about a lot of other things. Is all there for you. Nothing is hid from you. All right, this is the man signing out.